I will sit at home and address a group of people with 1,000 or more than that, or 500 or more than that, whatever said and reason. But this COVID has given that opportunity, and COVID has given a lot of positivities, in fact, to all the HR friends who are also listening to this webinar. And thank you so much for the opportunity. I just thought it is another college session, but you got me the hidden things which I want to tell to the external market, because this is the first time, trust me, Sushant.
Yes,
I'm going to talk about my experience about talent acquisition. And 2020 is a different year. Till 2019, we had a lot of things done. Those traditional, those legacies is not going to help us. I think 2020, we should definitely look at something different. And 2021, 2020, till we reach the normal stage, I think recruitment is going to be a new flavor to a lot of budding people and to people like us as such. So thank you, ACS team, entire team, to continuously follow up. And your gesture is very, very good. You've been continuously following up with all the HR people. You did a fantastic flyer to be published in LinkedIn, and thank you so much for that. Our reach is also have reached a different limit altogether. So, Vanakkam, thank you so much, all the participants across India. Definitely, I'm not going to talk in Tamil because this is going to be a mixed language, and I will definitely keep this medium of communication as English. The first and foremost thing is this talent acquisition. Recruitment is totally different from talent acquisition. Recruitment is just getting a person to the job. Talent acquisition is a multiple flavors. What in and around recruitment is going to help you from a person to be, from the day he is going to apply for a job to the day he is going to be hired inside, right? So I'm going to touch upon 7 to 8 major pointers where I've got through a lot of magazines, a lot of LinkedIn readings, my own experiences, and whichever has made a differentiator, I'm going to present it here. Okay. So pardon me if I'm doing some mistake. We will definitely rectify it at the end of the session. And this is my own experience, and this is what I'm going to tell you. So just relax. I know this is a Saturday afternoon before lunch. I know everybody's stomach will be making some sound, but Joshua's sound will make you much more better than that. So thank you so much, the entire team, for making this happen. The first and foremost thing is having a dedicated team. Let's start with an example. Sushant's team has a dedicated team. That is the reason we are here today as a second session, and is going to extend till September and October. And he's going to make another sessions from October, whatever we discussed in my first conversation with Sushant. So first and foremost thing is, let's have a dedicated team to run the show. Why I'm starting you with this context is, there are a lot of people till today, even in my organization, we have diluted the core team into a different setup altogether. Why Joshua started like this? A lot of people will have this question in mind. Let me tell you, when we started our career in 2002, 2004, we were very clear we will hire MBAs, MSWs, labor management students to start their career into HR or into talent acquisition. They know what is people management is all about. They understand people philosophies. They understand what human connection is all about. But what happened? Because of there are a lot of industries, a lot of service companies started coming in, a lot of product based started coming in. We slowly started diluting it with hiring BSc chemistry people, physics, engineering folks to our. I'm not demeaning those people. I'm sorry, don't take me wrong. That's what I'm just telling you. It's all my own experience. Maybe 1 in 100, maybe 1 in 1,000 can be a superstar. But let me tell you, those 999 people have literally spoiled what a human resource professional has to do, what a talent acquisition professional has to do. They have literally diluted it. They don't understand business. We need to continuously train them. We need to tell them, hey guys, the route which you're going is not up to the point. We need to literally sideline them, teach them, monitor them, empower them. At the most important thing is, right? So my point is, make sure that you are getting the right team inside your prospects. Okay, so let me start with them. Track their movements. Okay, tell them what is their do's and don'ts, what is that they have to do. Okay, give a checklist to them and make them a DNA of your company. Okay, let's start with a wonderful recruitment team. Let's start with a wonderful sourcing team. to start with. Okay. Next most important thing is, till 2019, we had a lot of active job seekers in the market. Till 2020, January and February, we saw slowly people declining the offers, and you haven't seen much of active job seekers in the market, in the job boards. So what happened? There are a lot of focus on passive candidates. Let me start my second point on focus on passive candidates. So what are we going to do with them? How are we going to identify them? How are we going to research them in how passive candidates can be taken to your organization, right? So the biggest challenge is, that's the reason I started with having a right team in the market, having the right team in the organization. So they will know how to hunt a passive candidate who was active previously, how to go to the job boards, how to talk to them in LinkedIn or social media platform. How do we attract them? So please make sure that passive candidates is the new normal for 2020 and mid of 2021. So you tell your team to build relationship with them, because we call it as the pre-employee reputation, right? Understand with them, talk to them, tell them this is the opportunity I have about, talk about opportunities which you have in mind. Tell them this is what is more into the organization, sell your company to all those passive candidates, and ask the right questions, which is more and more important. Why I'm telling you ask the right question is, you can call a candidate and that candidate's friend will be working for your organization, right? And maybe because of the poor performance, or maybe because of some projects, you could have laid off the people and you're calling his friend. So those scenarios would happen. And if you're talking to that person, you'll ask, you have downsized my friend from the company, and now why is that you're calling me? So make sure you get this unexpected questions from those people as well. So ask those right questions and right answers checklist to the people. Why I'm telling you this is more importance on passive candidate is because they are the valuable asset in your company or any company they work for. They have the lack of urgency, my friend, my fellow community members. Okay, they don't want a job at this point in time. They are very content in where they are. They are very clear that if something happens, let me stay in my company. And if at all a new company offers them, they have actually revoked in most of the companies. So there'll be lack of urgency for them, and they are less likely to interview in a lot of companies. So your right pitch to that candidate will make a lot of difference, and you have less competition when you talk to the passive candidates. So my point is, tapping the right candidate will definitely give you the right result and the right candidate. Okay, so be ready. Tell your folks, tell your second line or your third line, stating that please talk to candidates, have the right question in mind, build that relationship on a continuous basis, ask the right question. Before that, please identify, do a research, and also talk to them very politely about the requirement you have. So that is focus on passive candidates. The third most important thing is, how does your sales strategy into recruitment, it is going to work on recruitment perspective, right? Always showcase your organization as an employer of choice. Okay, for that you should have the DNA in you. If you don't have the DNA, if you don't have that positivity of, yes, I work for this company, I am liable to this company, I work for this company, and I will definitely work on a longer stretch, those people will sell your company and tell that this is the employer of choice, right, to start with. Then I think start slowly, stop relying on job boards. Today, you give any requirement to your recruiters, the first thing they'll go is start talking to people in job boards. I'm not telling it is wrong. I'm not telling it is wrong. You can do, but how are you going to sell an opportunity? How? Because let me tell you, recruitment and sales are both go hand in hand. Not the sales pitch. When you sit for recruitment talk, they say, "Did you do the sales pitch?" You'll be wondering, why is your manager is talking about a sales pitch in a recruitment perspective? Both are same. You're going to sell. You're going to take a human being inside the organization. A sales guy is going to take a product inside the organization, or he's going to sell some solutions to the next person. So both are same. So make sure that relying on job boards has to be slowly dealt, and you need to go beyond job boards, beyond social media hiring, building that relationship with the fellow external candidates in the market. So, third most important thing is the core company value, right? When you understand the core company value, you will be in an easier position to sell the strategy for your companies, right? So make sure that that is done on the primary front. Make sure that you share the success story of your personal growth to the candidate you're talking about, right? There are a lot of people who jump companies every now and then. I don't think so he can definitely deal with the success story, because he will not have a success story in place and under telling them, because he will immediately going to tap into your LinkedIn profile or your Facebook profile and see how many companies you have changed, how many companies you have really moved. And you're going to talk about the personal story when you don't have the capacity or the stability in that organization. So be very clear who does the job for you. Who is the soldier you have kept in front to fight for your organization? That is the reason I started with dedicated sourcing and recruitment team into picture. So attract the top performers with your company, not with your job. Okay. So why I'm telling you this is, when a top performer see the company is doing a topmost design, a topmost solutions to your clients, that is the area where you need to understand and get those folks into the market. So my point is, when the passive candidate is taken into consideration, sales strategy has to come into the place and start working on these aspects. So that is the most beautiful point of how sales strategy go hand in hand with recruitment. Fourth most important thing is capitalizing hiring managers. Lot of people fail in this criteria, my friends. I think you think when a requirement is given to you, you have to sit, you have to source, and then you have to tell the hiring manager, hey, boss, I've done this job, can you just do it? No. First thing is, talk to the hiring manager and check what is the network he is in, either in Twitters or in LinkedIn or in social media platform and so on and so forth. Because I think the first thing, before you do the LinkedIn posting, your hiring manager has to do the LinkedIn posting. Before even they check with you, have you done the LinkedIn posting for this niche skill in the market? Check with you, sir, have you done that in your network, in your portal? So everything has to go on the pressurizing, in terms of pressurizing, we getting the pressurizing. I think you should put forth the pressurize to the hiring managers. That is the first thing. It depends on the skills. You cannot tell when you get a Java JTU or a testing or a .NET, which is easy to get, telling the hiring manager, did you do the postings done? No. My point is, if at all a niche requirements, the digital front we are talking about today, we're talking about the AIs, the machine learning, the deep learning, or the robotics, or big data, Hadoops, when that point comes in, right? Business intelligence, analytics, etc. When this comes in, I think you should put the pressure back to your hiring manager. We don't do that. We just get the pressure back and we start sitting and working. Just slight, like small things will make a bigger differentiator, my friends. Okay, let's start doing it, because that is a soft approach, right? Because once an XYZ put that LinkedIn posting, there are another thousands of people going to look into the LinkedIn posting and stating, and he'll talk to my friend, hey guy, I saw your LinkedIn posting and what is happening in this, and can I apply forth? Can I talk to the HR guy? And then he's going to give you, he's going to talk to the recruitment team and say, hey, my guys have started approaching me and these are the profiles. So it is going to be the very, very soft approach, right? The next point is, this will promote the culture. The external candidate will think, good, the recruitment team and the business is working together, okay? And they will also vouch for it. If at all suddenly his friend of the hiring manager calls and say, I got a recruitment call from this person, can I apply? He will say, I have also put in my LinkedIn page, please apply for both. So what it will do, it will reduce your cost. You need not go to the vendor per se and get a profile. Your company and you join together can close a position. Also, not only the freshers of the world has to participate on online contest, ask the experienced people also to work on the online test. Let me tell you a classical example. I worked before working for Hexaware. We also had a Mocha platform in Hexaware. We also had something called a Metal platform in Cognizant. So we've used the platform for close to 8-9 years. What happened is when 500 people come into place, when you hire 100 people, this platform test online contest platform will throw you 200 to 250 people to hire 100 odd participants. When this happens, two things does. One is the time to fill the position and the source and the source, the time and the candidate per hire gets reduced. What does that mean? You again reducing the cost for the company. So my point is, when a lot of people applying, when a lot of man hours are taken to interview, you can reduce those by online contest. When you can also invite the hiring managers into the place, gauge them inside, ask them to sit and segregate resumes, so that when a person apply, you have a test and the hiring person reviews that person and then interview and then hire. So there are a lot of small inputs which can be put into process and then taken forward. So don't leave your hiring manager from today onwards. If he's going to talk to you, you ask him another 5 questions and tell them, and he will analyze that this recruitment person is very serious enough in terms of closing your position. A talent attraction is not a joke. There's a lot of hard work put into it. That is the reason I'm again coming to the first point. Have a dedicated team, dedicated sourcing team, dedicated recruitment team. Pick and choose people, right? And train them continuously, monitor them continuously, right? That is where you attract and monitor, engage a passive talent at the end of the day. Put a lot of innovations and strategies to it. Don't think this innovative idea will crack a candidate. This strategy will crack a candidate. If not X, it will definitely crack Y. If not Y, it will definitely crack Z. Okay, so my point is, don't leave any strings touched. Just connect dots and you will know, oh my God, this dots have really made into a shape at the end of the day. So don't miss hiring managers at any point in time. When capitalizing hiring managers, I also wanted to touch upon this point is, when I was working for Cognizant or other companies, I made a point very clear. Those people have to be certified. Why am I telling you this point is, we pick and choose random people for interviews. They are our brand ambassadors. Let me tell you very frankly, after a recruiter speak, there are a lot of people, I will tell you, they've called me or they mailed me or they've LinkedIn me stating, the person today interview is not a DNA of your company. He does not know what is your values of your company. He does not showcase employer of choice. So we made a point way back in 2006 and 7 when I worked for Satyam Computers. Today we call it as Tech Mahindra. We need to definitely train those technical people who are sitting for interviews. They should get that pass mark. It is not that they just sit and they come for interviews. No. We have a leverage of 6 months to 1 year when somebody come into from different companies, that irrespective of he joins from an IBM or a Amazon or a Microsoft, we will make sure that person sits for 6 months cooling period and then he starts taking interview, because we don't make sure that because he's from Microsoft, because he's from Amazon, he can come and take the DNA. No, that is a wrong aspect. So make sure, my friends, that he has a cooling period, understand the culture, understand the environment, and then he sits for interview. And he has to get through the interview process so that we will get a yield. And any interviews happen, he will become a DNA and he hires another DNA for the organization he works for. So there are a lot of aspects which is involved. I think there are a lot of aspects which we have forgotten. I think this is the time we should capitalize and make that work. Okay, that is on. The fourth most important thing is capitalizing hiring managers. Okay, now the fifth most important thing is social media or the social engagement tools I want to talk about. Why is this have become a buzzword? Why is this social has become a most important word in our criteria? Today, everybody have the world in the palms of their hands, right? Mobiles. You need not call them. You need not tell them you have an opportunity. Immediately somebody posts. Immediately a Naukri team gets your requirement. Immediately a Monster team gets a requirement, or Indeed or IM Jobs, so on and so forth. Immediately they post it in their requirements. Today, why there are a lot of people in their arena, in their talking when they wanted to listen to Joshua David, because Sushant and team has posted that in the portal, and today we are having a large group of people listening to me. All right. So yesterday, my friend called me and spoke. If I open my LinkedIn, I'm seeing only your post. He was talking about in a friendly way. Why I'm telling you this is somewhere or the other, they will know that this company, this recruiter have a requirement. This person or this lady has a requirement. So they will say, yes, this company has a requirement to put. That will increase the job visibility. Okay. How many people are going to call in Naukri? How many people are going to talk to in emails in LinkedIn? When you make a job visibility in social media, I think that is the biggest reach which you can make. So what happens is the quality hire you make. How do you make this quality hire? You should define a JD. Let me tell you, my friends, there are a lot of people in this arena, including me, don't take it very seriously. A different JD, if it has been aged, it will be good. I'm not talking about the Jack Daniels here. I'm talking about the job description here. When Jack Daniels is 12 years or 15 years, it is very good. But if it is a JD, job description, if it is old, I think you have lost the race, right? I've seen people creating folders. I've seen people creating share folder for JD. Do you believe it? I don't think so. That should be done. Hey, copy that 2010 job JD and just send it to right. I've heard people talking about it. Hey, copy the 2015 share folder or whatever JD of digital platform and send it to me now. It is going to be relevant. Is it going to make sense? No, never. Let me tell you that point very clearly. If you want to win a race, please write a clear-cut JD. I was reading a Harvard Business Review, August and September 2020 magazine. It has very clearly told, if you don't write a JD, you lose a person, quality person. Okay, so my point is a JD will crack a right person to your right job. So my friends, make sure from today, I've seen JDs, good communication skills, good in guided testing. I don't know where they got this good communication skills. I don't know where they got this good attitude as such. This is good. This is good for to hiring a fresher, but not for a niche skill, not for a digital skill, not for an advanced skill in the market, my friends. So from today, if you get a request from a hiring manager, please read the JD and tell him, boss, this JD is not going to move if it is not competitive, if it is not going to be an attractive JD. Because you're going to put that in the portals, you're going to put that in the social media, and what he will think of the organization you work for. You can say, I work for ANZ, I work for XYZ, but a candidate, if he reads what he will think, the word of mouth is going to spread across. He will say, hey guys, I think this company is not serious enough in terms of hiring. That word of mouth will spread to another 100, that 100 will convert into 1,000. So where you're going to get the people from. Okay. So when you get a quality people, it will reduce the cost of hire. Why? Is because today we talk about three most important source mix. One is portals, which is your direct or whatever you call it as. Second is the employee referral, and which is the most important thing. And third most important thing is our partners and the vendors. Due respect to them. Okay, so how are we going to maintain? How are we going to capitalize on those areas? All right. When companies have a mixture of 60, 30 or 10, like your portals, your employee referrals and your vendors, right? How do you maximize on your employee referrals? Please start doing roadmaps, road shows, open house. Because in the company which I worked for, we had a very bad employee referral count. When the industry average was something about 25 to 30, we saw 10%. We concluded, we spoke to the management and said something different have to be done. First starts with a nomenclature, right? When you talk about companies like TCS, they have an amazing name, Bring Your Buddy, BYB. The company I worked for, Cognizant, they had a fantastic name, Bring Another You, BAY, Mailer. Okay, the company which I'm working for had a beautiful name as Bring a Friend or Bring Your Friend. So my point is today, if you don't market, if you don't publicize in social medias, I think we are in the backseat, my friends. So whatever you do it correctly, do a proper JD, talk to employees, get more of employee referrals because they are going to be the mouth piece for you in terms of getting requirement closed. All right. Because again, I'm telling you, small things will make a better difference and your dedicated team will add flavors to you. All right. I always give this classical example of a dedicated team. When you do a fantastic kurma, okay, but you don't put salt, will somebody eat it? Will somebody will relish it? That salt is your dedicated team. That salt is your recruitment team. So make sure you pick the proper. You today we talk about pink salt, your Himalayan salt, so on and so forth. Let us call our recruiters as Himalayan salt, or let us call our team as a good salt, which your Tata salt or whatever we call it as, right? So make sure that happens on a continuous basis. So the recruitment team also have to be empowered, also have to be done with it. So it shortens your hiring time. When a JD is really proper, when social media team is being acquired, your half of your time is done. Okay. The last most important thing in social media is you will be open door for engagements. Okay. I just completed a session before getting into ACS session, or the current session we're going to talk about. One of the students asked, "Sir, how do I connect you? How do can I have your numbers?" I told one important thing is we are all there in LinkedIn, we are all there in Twitters, we are all there in Facebook. You can just give a hi, you will definitely be there in a position to exchange. So my point is the forums are open. How are we going to capitalize is the most important point in such. All right. The sixth most important thing is today I'm telling you recruitment team and marketing team has to go work together. How marketing team is going to assess a recruitment team. I think in most companies, we have literally isolated ourselves. My point is, I think recruitment team has to really work with marketing team. Why marketing team? I told you, JDs, when we write JDs, how to use certain languages, how to use certain flyers, how do we campaign them? How do we really make a short SMS with a strong message? How do we make an email to address uh, 1,000 to 2,000 population? I think marketing team has more knowledge than us. I think please make use of that knowledge because recruitment team, yes, I understand we have a lot of leaders in us, a lot of recruitment team, a lot of freshers in us. But I think somewhere the marketing team has a small edge over us in terms of making this flyers, making this PowerPoint presentations, making this social media attractive. Today, let me talk about when we get an advertisement on Colgate or Pepsodent or Dabur, the way we see that advertisement is going to, all are same. Let me tell you, coming with salt, paste are coming with salt or garam masala is all the same. Okay, that is the future. But my point is how that advertisement has really taken you, how that marketing team has really has attracted you, that product you're going to buy. So my point is, please try and link with marketing team, go hand in hand with them, tell them what is your requirement, what is the color you wanted. I know companies will go hand in hand with those company logos and color, but if at all you need something extra to attach to it, something which you think that will attract the candidate, because day in day out you talk to candidates. So again, I'm telling you, talent attraction, talent acquisition is something different than whatever we thought, whatever we think about in the near future. And 2020, I think you should be out of the box, my people. That will definitely go in the future as well. So marketing team, don't forget Monday, tomorrow, you're going to talk to your marketing team, understand what they have in pipeline, do a lot of emails, do a uniqueness, right? When I was in Cognizant, we did a market study called CUSU. First is customer satisfaction, all right? Second most important thing is the uniformity in whatever we do. I think marketing team will definitely help on this. The third point was how are we going to sustain and scalable in the whatever we do currently. And the last most important thing is the uniqueness. All right. How unique is your company? How unique is your recruitment strategy? How unique is your policies? So continuously mentor, continuously do it, continuously memorize your values towards it. And the last most important thing before I conclude is your data and business analytics. Yesterday I was talking to myself on how data can be a full form, right? Details and to analysis. Okay, your detail to analysis. Data is nothing but the details what you have to. First thing is I spoke about talking to hiring managers, right? How many of you, when they talk to you, when a hiring manager talk to you, you tell them, you give them a market intelligence that this location has this skill, this projects are this in these companies. How many of us do it? Or we just close our eyes, whatever the hiring manager says, okay, done. I should now go to my inbox, clear emails, talk to my people and start getting folks. How many people do this? Or how many people literally talk to your hiring managers? How many of us really create that rapport? How many of us really do a coffee shop, coffee talks, informative talks and tell them what is going to happen in next month? Can I get you a market intelligence? How many skills in what location? How many of us do it? How many of us are proactive than reactive, my friends? Because my point is, that is what I just told you. We have kind of diluted our profession. That is the reason I will tell you with very on a sad state. When somebody in business is not doing good, you know what happens? Can we send that person to HR? Can we send that person to talent acquisition team? I'm telling you, we should make our team unique. We should make HR niche like other technologies. They should dare to talk to that they are going to send a poor performer to a HR or a talent acquisition. I think a lot of companies do that mistake. Okay, so make sure you put your foot and say, sir, our people are niche in the industry, our people are valuable in the industry, and you cannot just send your down performers or underperformers to HR and recruitment. No. Okay, so make that presence always with the data you have. Always talk about the skills and location, my friends. If you have a position in Bangalore, you don't give a market intelligence for Pune or a Mumbai or for a Chennai. And also, please tell the hiring managers that guy, my friend, my sir, there is the population is there in Bangalore, and you're asking me to fulfill positions in Chennai. And also, let me tell you very clearly, how many hiring managers come to you even before they write SOWs and RFPs? How many of you have got a call sitting with client calls, sitting when they write RFPs and SOWs and stating, guys, I'm going to write an SOW and RFP. Am I writing right? Am I writing the code that these locations, these many people are available? Can I go ahead and run? I think if that is not done, I think we have not done our job properly. Okay, the information has to be both ways, right? Not only from hiring managers, it has to be from our side. It has to be from our end as well. We should also raise our hands and say, sir, this is what the information, this is what I will talk about. This is what I will do with, right? So market intelligence is that is the formula, that is the funda. Because today, let me tell you, October, November, December is going to be the most important time of our 2020. We are going to be beaten up from the business. Be prepared. Just see what are the skills we have hired in 2019 in the last quarter, or maybe a lot of companies, October, November, December is the third quarter. For me, it is the last quarter because we go in calendar year. A lot of people go in business year from March to April to March. So my point is very, very clear: data, fingertips, data. Because don't think only the data analysis team, because today a lot of companies are coming with workforce insights, workforce analytics, right? I'm so happy about it, because whenever we talk, let's all talk about numbers and analytics, my friends. No more English going forward. I always tell my people, they say, Joshua, I just source some profiles. That is not source some profiles. How many? 5, 10, 15? Let me hear that. Make sure numbers, we talk numbers, we talk business, we talk their language. Please sit with them. Whenever we go for coffees, sit with them. Don't say, I went with that person, I go with this person, I have these many girlfriends. May do that outside the office. When you are in office, tell them, sir, we have sourced some 10 profiles today. Okay, it will be useful for you. Can I send those passive candidates to you? So that is the reason I'm telling you, when you have a better team, when you have a wonderful team with you, they will start focusing on passive candidates. They talk the company culture. They talk sales pitch. They will talk with a lot of energy. When they talk to hiring managers, they will give a lot of inputs to them. Hiring managers will think, yes, this person is the need of the hour. This person will bring a lot of differentiators, right? When you start doing it, he himself, hiring managers will say, let's go ahead and do something in social media, even before you tell them we need to do. He will have that into, he will have that. Yes, we both have to go hand in hand. When the social media things are done, most importantly, go hand in hand with the marketing team, because marketing team is the most wanted team in any organization. They can help you and whatever you can do. The last most important thing is on the data and the analysis. Keep giving in them information. I've seen people writing one-liners without even signatures. Please stop doing it. As a team, why we are losing respect is because we don't do our work, my friends. So if you want respect, earn respect. Don't think that you will get respect without doing nothing. That is not going to happen. I'm telling out of own. I'm telling out of my own experience for all these days. Okay, so my point is, earn the respect with your hard work, with your determination, with whatever you do, discipline in it. Okay, I thought I will include this. I only prepared the 7 pointers. I thought I will include this as well. How many of you, we talk about attraction, how many of you literally do that? How many of you do a post engagement activity after your office, after you have done with a candidate? How many of you have done it? If you're not done it, please do it. How do we do it? When you have when you hire 100 people, call at least 50, 40 to 50 of people and tell them what your company is all about. Give an information to your CEO or a CIO or CXO of the companies and tell, sir, I wanted you, I'm blocking your time on a Saturday. I wanted your half an hour, talk to these people. I have done my sales pitch. I've done whatever I can, but I wanted you to talk. So my point is, any active candidate who is looking out for 4 or 5 offers in the market will see this company has given me importance. This company has given me whatever I wanted, has thought that even though I have offered, I accepted the offer, they are calling me for a discussion and telling me more about this company. So that information has also always been done, my friends. So my point is, an extra bit, a value addition, a small thing will give you a lot of differentiators. And last but not the least, whatever you think, put it into action. That action will give you results. Let me give you, before I end, let me give you one initiative I took when I was working. I was a very junior guy in 2006 and 7. What I did is I spoke to my manager and I told, boss, I would like to do something, but I will take 1 or 2 weeks. I will give you an innovative idea because I'm working on a lot of niche skills and a lot of people are declining, which is a sad state. Why should this happen? Let me talk through this. So when I go to my office through my bike, I cross a bouquet shop. Okay. When I came back that evening, I saw that bouquet shop. The next day, when I was thinking about it, I thought this bouquet shop is going to make a difference in my life. What did you can think? What did Joshua did using this bouquet shop?
You must
That
have
bouquet was.
purchased. You must have purchased bouquet for the new joiners.
Wow, hats off, Sushant. What I did is, yes, you are right, but I add a little more salt, little more flavor, little more garam masala to it. You know what I did? I got the permission from the procurement. I got the permission from my admin. I collected all the niche skill addresses. You know what I did? Exactly before 1 week of their joining, I sent all those bouquets addressing their parents, not the candidate.
Okay.
You know what I told? I sat with my marketing team and I told, give me some quotes, give me something which will attract the parents. And I told, and in my own handwriting, I told, thank you so much for allowing your son, daughter to work for my organization. I think they will definitely be a differentiator. They will definitely be a DNA of my organization. And thank you so much.
Very
Out of 10, there were 7, 8 people who declined my offers. After that, one, maybe out of 10 joined. I had a lot of testimonials. One person told me, sir, I had 4 offers and your offer was the least in pay in whatever. I know the company which I'm mentioning was not a paymaster, but I still joined because my mother told this company has given the importance even before you joined. That bouquet can be 200 rupees, my friends, but see the differentiator it has done. See the importance you have done. So that is what is more important. What you do is not important. How you do is more important. So don't think this bouquet is only no. My manager appreciated me. I got a global award in that company in my junior because of this reason. So my point is, small things will make a bigger difference. All right. Talent attraction is not a joke, but when you do it with the right spirit, with the right motto, I think you will definitely crack that. You will see a lot of people declining your offer. That's okay. It is part and parcel of our life. If you're a recruiter, it is a part and parcel of life. Okay, because money is a never-ending factor. Okay, this company may give 10 lakhs, another company may give 11 lakhs. Because today you talk about everything is increasing, my friends, and our company is also not giving more of hike. So people mentality is they will look out for more offers, more job offers, more money. But my point is, if you tweak slightly, if you dance to certain twins in a different manner, I think you can crack that momentum. And I think all this information are known to you. I have not spoke any rocket science. I have not cracked any NASA passwords here. I think these are all known to you. These are all well versed with you. But my point is, are we doing it? Are we doing it in the right moment? Are we doing it in the right frame? That is what my question is all about. So I think I've taken 45 minutes. I think the next 15 minutes, I'll give it to the question and answers. If at all I can answer, I'll definitely do it. So thank you so much, my friends. Thank you so much, Sushant and team. You've been a wonderful host. And thank you so much, Suren also, and Harshita for the continuous follow-up. And all the best for the budding professionals, and all respect to my seniors who have humbly listened to me. Whatever wrongs if I've told, sorry for that. I'm always there to learn from all the seniors here. And thank you so much.
So nice.
Thank you.
Thank you. I would like all the participants to have our questions, as the forum is open for the questions, and we would be glad to Mr. Joshua would be answering all your questions so far. So we have certain questions, Mr. Joshua. One is being asked by Mr. Dipakar Mohapatra. He is asking, does Hexaware recruit from management campuses? Does the MBA freshers with a past experience in the tech profile fit into techno managerial role profile, or the past experience is discontinued and they are considered as a freshers?
Both the scenarios happen, Sushant, and the person was asked us. Okay, so yes, we hire. For example, on the question, if correct me if I'm wrong, there are a lot of people who have done their technical stuff after they BE, and slowly they go and get into their MBAs in their Great Lakes or their Symbiosis or from XLRIs. Those people come into to our senior management trainees. Yes, we hire them as SMTs. Yeah. So we do it. We definitely do it with a higher package. Yes, we hire. Yes, we've been tied up with a lot of universities, with a lot of colleges, and we do it. Yes, it happens.
Okay.
And we hire them as a business analyst. Sorry, we hire them as a business analyst, our senior business analyst.
Mr. Sushant, hello.
Yes, Mr. Mohapatra. Yes,
sir. Good afternoon. This is Professor Mohapatra. Professor Mohapatra from IMIS Bhubaneswar.
Good
Okay,
afternoon,
sir.
Mohapatra.
In fact, I'm glad. So, could I small little expand my question?
Yeah, sure,
Yes,
sure.
please.
Please,
Yes,
please, please.
Sir, actually, we are a 25 years old business institute, and in fact, our students are standing, in the rank of vice presidents or GMs in the different companies. But what we face the difficulty today, even that the students joining for MBA with past experience of very good companies with a BTech qualification or BE qualifications. When we approach the recruiters, they say that no, he's a fresh MBA and he will be considered as such. There we really face a lot of issues with the students. The students who have past experience of 5 to 6 years or 7 years. Now, when they approach the recruiter saying that no, we want to go into business analyst role or say marketing research role or something, we have very few recruiters who really consider their experience as such. So we only request Mr. Joshua in this regard to help us out in case they can help us. We'll approach to even possibly our partners, that is recruitment partners like SCS is there, one of our partners. We have recently approached Neha to include her in your list of institutes to help us in this regard. We hope that through you, Mr. Sushant, Mr. Suren, and since Joshua sir has brought up this exactly the very encouraging response, I am so grateful to it that there is some ray of hope in sight for us. Thank you so much.
Definitely, sir. What I will do is I will connect you or Sushant with our management grad trainee, who's Priya, who's working with us, and from there we can take it forward. So it depends on the company, sir. I'm not commenting because every company has their own style of hiring people, right? And now this year, and I'm sure things are going to get better, but you need to, students also should wait for their opportunity. So today I'm talking about people studying their MBAs and then they immediately want to fly. My humble request to all of them is to first let them walk slowly and then run and then fly. That's my humble request, sir.
No, sir, you are so open. And in fact, you are looking at this kind of fresh ideas, from fresh graduates, and having experience, they will definitely add value to organization. Of course, there is a rider to it. What you rightly pointed out, that they also have to have some kind of career in the mind, not that to jump for the salary package or something instantly, because they are going in to join as a different role, not at a technical role, but business analyst in techno managerial role. So there, the point that you have made out is very, very good, excellent, very nice interaction. In fact, I had a friend, Joshua Varghese, in Air Force. I am from Air Force. So I remember him through you. He's from Kerala. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Mohapatra. Thank you. Mr. Joshua will again move ahead to the other question of Pallavi. Sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Please.
Yes, Syed. Yeah, please go ahead.
Hey, hi. Hi, Joshua. This is Syed from the recruitment team. I also work for one of the organization, SLK. It was a very good session that I had. I think this is the first time that I've been attending after a very long time. One question that I really liked about you is the strategy between what you had between marketing and recruitment. That's a very, very, a very honest opinion from your end. And I think to a larger extent, that really helps. So my question to you, or maybe a suggestion from your end, I just wanted to understand, when you know that we are going through a pandemic situation and when we have to hire big numbers from a volume hiring space, because I financially cater to the banking financial service industry. So I had one of the line of businesses for SLK. So what would be the best strategy for us to attract talent for the volume hiring? So what would be your way of strategy and ensuring that it's a win-win situation both for the organization as well as for our vendor partner? Do you have some strategies around it? If yes, please do share.
Okay, Syed, let me thank you so much for that question, Syed. So let me bring forth my my cognizant instinct here, which really explained us in terms of really helped us in terms of getting bigger numbers, which if you're talking about, I can really translate it, because 40-50,000 in a year is not a joke on lateral hiring. Another 30,000 in freshers, again, is not a joke which we hire. The strategy is, I think you are looking at more number of profiles to fulfill a position. Okay, let me kind of suggest you. It is just a suggestion from me.
Right.
Please have a lot of automation done in your company. First thing, what is automation in the sense? Do a lot of tests before you put before for interviews. Okay,
Right.
so that helps you in terms of shortening your eligibility criteria. Don't look at more number of people to be interviewed. For example, if 100 to 200 requirements comes in one shot, I think your recruiters will give close to 600 to 700 profiles. Let me tell you very frankly.
Correct.
And from there, the reviews happens, and then slowly interviews, and then the time you onboard people, Shams validate that 41 to 45 days is the minimum median criteria for any business to bring in people, or any recruiter to bring in people to the industry, to the company which you're working for. So I think once you have more number of tests on the initial period, or on the initial technologies they are working for, I think you will get the bright candidates for the interviews. That is on first, if you're going through the portals and job boards. Second is, please do employee referral to the next level. Okay, categorize this. First is normal and niche. For normal criteria, you pay the amount what you normally pay them. For niche criteria, start doing the double the referral amount. I think you would be doing it. I'm just giving an example.
Correct.
Okay, so don't go by the traditional or the legacy method of any niche skills, give the same amount. For a generic skill, pay the same amount. Don't do that. So to attract more number of referrals from employees. Okay, and third most important thing is, start circulating whenever you get a select. Okay, whenever you get a select, in Cognizant we did this a small assignment. Do a small pamphlet of candidates reference or friends reference. Ask them to give 5 names from their own project where they are working on. Okay, that 5 will become 50, that 50 will become 500, that 500 become 5,000.
True.
Correct.
Okay, yes, and obviously we have a lot of job boards, and obviously vendor partners like ACS, XYZ is definitely going to help us fulfilling their positions. So this is the suggestion I had it, Syed. Hope it
Very
helps.
nice, Joshua. Thank you, because I think we are doing the same strategy. But what I really liked about your entire conversation was that bouquet and mother telling is that,
Very different.
that really means a lot, because we go through that phase when, the projects are critical, and when you are hoping for that one guy to join and he says that, yes, I'm going to join because my mother, that is something that you do out of passion, and that's nothing to do with your process or policies.
Absolutely.
Very well said. Really nice, Sushant. Thank you so much for inviting.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thanks.
Joshua, we'll move to the other question of Ms. Pallavi.
Yes, please.
She's asking, please share the modern source mix according to you, other than LinkedIn, Twitter, FB, or Instagram. I think she has covered all the
Social media.
social
All the
media.
social media.
Okay.
Any other source mix?
Let me tell you, Pallavi, how many people have really spent time on your company career site?
Correct.
How many people sit with your company career site? Not many use it.
Not many.
So Pallavi, it's please type. Let me tell you another story of it. There are a lot of people from the external market post their profiles in our career site. How many of us religiously go and see that? You know what we do? We go there because of our peer pressure, because of our boss pressure, go and put everything, duplicate, submit the report and come back. Because somebody from the top does that work site analytics and say, Pallavi is having 100 resumes against her name, not touched upon the profiles. So we go, we go, finish off all the profiles and come back within 5 minutes, respond back to the manager, boss, completed. And boss will think, wow, Pallavi has done a great job. Now, on a lighter note, let me tell you, job boards and our career site and employer referral, let me tell you, we have not used to the fullest potential.
Absolutely.
Let me tell you very, very frankly, How many calls have you attended from Naukri? You know how many people, how many new focus. Hey, I'm not a brand ambassador of Naukri. Sorry, I'm not a brand ambassador of LinkedIn. I'm not a brand ambassador of Monster. Sorry, but you know the amount of money budget allocated to them. Are we using the fullest potential? No. We always talk to our bosses, always talk to our peer groups and say, people, we are literally wasting our time on all these things. If we have the correct amount of team, I think we will get a better output from this. So please today, not LinkedIn's or not, how many people literally is looking out for IAM jobs? How many people are sitting towards creating your own portals and looking at people? How many people looking at your career on jobs and taking to the next level? So I think you have to literally, I'm telling you, small things will make bigger difference.
Really?
Don't think, what can I do? Just think, just self-talk, and then analyze. You will get a better idea than anybody else in this world. Okay, just thought process is more important. Pallavi, I think I've answered your question.
Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, hello, sir. This was a wonderful session, but I would like to tell this was not my question. Some mistake happened, I think.
Oh, so sorry. So sorry. So
Yes,
sorry.
yes, yes.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
Okay. My question was that I just want to keep me updated on the HR knowledge. So please suggest some link and reading links or some magazines where we can go through.
Is this Pallavi again?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
sorry. It was a
Okay.
Purnima actually. I'm so sorry. I've mistaken. It was Purnima.
So P2P. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Purnima to Pallavi, now Pallavi again to, okay. So Pallavi, I will tell you the truth right now. Maybe it may be a surprising, but it's not a surprising factor for me. I'm not a good person. Okay. I'm a magazine person. Okay. A magazine person in the sense, I slowly started reading those days. I'm talking about when I started my career in 2004. I like sports, so I started with sports. I started with Sportster. I think still you get that thing. Then I analyzed, why am I reading something totally not relevant to me? I should read something gives me knowledge, something gives what is happening in the external market on management. So I slowly started reading Business Line, Business Outlook. I'm not sure whether those magazines are still there. And after 2014, I started subscribing to Forbes, Fortune, and for the past 5 years, I've started reading HBR, which is a Harvard Business Review. Let me tell you, it will change you as a person. It will change you the way you look at things. It will change you for the betterment of the future or whatever career you look at. It is very costly. I'm not denying the fact, but certain things will come at higher cost. But let me tell you, it will give you a bigger picture of life, because there are a lot of things which you thought is correct, which you thought is good for your career. There are a lot of people have gone beyond it and told you the effects and advantages of it. So I think I'm a magazine person, Pallavi. So please subscribe to, again, I'm telling you, I'm not a brand ambassador. Whatever knowledge I got from Forbes, whatever knowledge I got from Fortune magazines, whatever knowledge I'm still getting from Harvard Business Review, it is all wonderful. Today, whatever I spoke is a bits and pieces, what I've collected on my experience. I mixed and matched everything. And I just told, that's what I just told Sushant also. I'm not a PPT person. I will share my experience throughout the session for 1 hour, Pallavi. So I hope I've answered your question, Pallavi.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. It was a
Perfect.
wonderful
Thank you.
session.
Thank you.
Joshua, we have another question by Mr.
Yes,
Atul,
yes.
Atul Krishna.
Yes.
We said inspiring session, sir. What about these guys who have excellent competencies and they are not hired because of inadequate technical skills?
I think I would only say one thing: they have not tapped the right market. Sushant, let me tell you, you are running a partner, you are running a vendor company.
Yes, sir.
Are you able to fulfill all the positions which the client gives you?
No, sir.
Same. So the question is within ourselves. Same here. The point is we are having jobs, but the point is we are not getting the right set of people.
Skills. Right, correct, sir.
Right. So people may call themselves as, I have all the certification, I have all the data in me, but have you got the right things in the CV because many people do that mistake. They don't set the right CV. That is a question paper you keep in front of the interviewer. Are you having the right questions dealt in that question paper, in that resume, whatever we call it as?
Correct, sir.
Right. So my point is, my humble request is, people get into a lot of other areas. People, they don't talk to the right people, right set of people. Whatever they talk, that's what I'm just telling you. Whatever we think, whatever we do is right. No, we have some gaps. We have some areas where we need to improve. I think if that is done, you regularly talk to people in LinkedIn or in other platforms, you will definitely get a job. Right? There are a lot of people who continuously do certification, 5, 10, 15, because it is given free at this point in time. Because you call it as the Microsoft of the world, or the AWS, or the Tata Ions of the world have given a lot of certification. Udemy has given a lot of certification. But let me tell you, how many people are going to translate what we have learned in this COVID, in this 4-5 months? So my friends, my humble request is, don't think that you have the right set of technologies. I think somewhere you're going wrong. Please set right that, and I think you will get the right job in a very, very good organization. So just wait for it. Yeah, sure.
Atul has one more question, sir.
Yes, please.
Please show some light on the standard negotiations.
Hey, today I am telling you, Atul, yesterday I got a call from my manager, and he was yelling at me for, Joshua, why is that you're given 25% to this candidate when a lot of people are losing their job, when a lot of people are not even having their job? I think right people will get the right salary from the market. It is not about negotiation at all, my friend. Let me tell you quite frankly. Okay, so you have the right attitude, right communication, right skills. You need not negotiate. There is nothing called 25%, 30%. It is the jargon which the HR people have framed. You may even get 50% hike from whatever you are, if you have the right skills. So there is nothing called negotiation. There are a lot of areas where I've spoken to a lot of candidates. He will say, sir, I'm currently drawing 7 lakhs. My years of experience is 8. I would like to get 14 lakhs. If I have that budget, I have given it to the person, and I have written justification to the business. This guy is the right guy, and I give 14 lakhs to this person. There is nothing called negotiation. There is nothing called you need to talk to this candidate in this area. No. Right person will get the right salary at the right moment. Very simple. But if you wanted to negotiate, don't throw your attitude. Don't tell that I am the great. Don't use of the language. Okay, talk to HR people. Say what is their positivities. Why you've been looking out for this company. Why is that made your company, your candidature to this company, and make a right valid point. HR will definitely politely listen to you, and he will get you the salary what you're aspired for. All right. So my point is, this is what is negotiation. Negotiation is not a mantra. It is just the right pitch you do at the right moment. Done, Atul?
Thanks, Atul. Thank you so much for your question.
Yeah.
That's it. I think nobody has a further questions, sir.
No problem, sir.
No, I think 1 hour is done, I think.
Yeah, it's almost 1 hour. Thank you so much.
Anybody have any question, please? It's the last 1 minute more.
Yeah.
Joshua, we have a persona. I was just sitting and thinking, we have a persona that people have lost the jobs in COVID, right? So some people are, obviously the companies have not been ramped down, they have not been shut down, but obviously some have cut down their manpower to 50%, 40%, 30%. So there is a persona in the market, and the persona in the sense of the who are the non-performers, who are the underperformers, who are not performing good in the organization in any department, whether it is finance, HR, accounts, or ops, or banking, whatever. So they have been wiped out. So what is your opinion? Is it true? Because it is a mix of people. The good people are also working in the, or good people have been stayed back with an organization. They have been hold up by the organization, and the people who are not performing well in the organization have been wiped out from the organization, and organizations got a good chance, I should say, to remove those people who are not performing well, and they are in the organization by any of the chances, whether it has been liked by the managers, whether it has been XYZ reasons they may be. So what is your opinion in this? How do you see this situation that the people who have been wiped out from the organization, whether they are, I should not say that they are not the performing or underperforming, but what is your opinion in this, sir?
Wonderful question, Sushant. There is a word called CURE. Have you heard of it?
Your?
CUR.
Okay, let me get that full form acronym to it. You know who are the people who've been sent out? Hey, let me tell you, even a lot of top performers have also been sent out. It is not that bad performers being wiped out. Okay. CURE, cross-skilling, upskilling, reskilling, and empowerment. Okay. If this mantra is not in somebody's blood or DNA, I think you will vanish in this 20th, or you call it the 21st or the 22nd century, Sushant. Okay. Because the top performer says, I am the top performer, I am done, I'm going to do. But he will not learn what is the next, what is the unexpected which is kept in front of him. That is what I was talking about, cross-skilling. Upskilling is get to know what is happening on the latest technologies. If you're a manager, please start performing your senior manager activities. You upskill yourself. Okay. Even if you're a talent acquisition guy, please get into compensation. Please get into workforce analytics base. Please get into HR VP role, which is reskilling.
Right.
And the last most important thing is E. Please empower yourself. I think if you don't do it, I'm sorry. Companies will take this time, and Corona has added some flavors to it. Very simple. And please don't blame Corona. Please don't blame pandemic. Employees has to be blamed for it. They are very content in whatever they want to do, but they wanted more salary, more performances, more perks, but they don't realize. My HR friends also in this arena will understand and also accept to the fact that training has to be part and parcel of on-the-job trainings or off-the-job training, whatever we call it as. Please start telling and enrich the importance to the employees, stating, hey guys, I think as an organization, we should move. As an organization, we should learn. As an organization, we should empower ourselves. If that is not done, not 2020, 2021, 2022, it will continuously happen, Prashant.
Correct.
Yeah, I saw Accenture is laying off 25,000 people, which is yesterday's news, right? Which is 5% of, they're wiping out 5% of population. Yes, that will happen. That will happen. Definitely that will happen. Julia Swede, who is the CEO of the organization, very clearly told, right? Brain, CEO of Cognizant, has openly told, yes, we are wiping out who are non-performers. Nothing wrong.
So they got that's what I said. See, they got a chance to wipe out the non-performers because they do not have a
don't blame
business.
COVID. Please don't blame COVID. I think COVID has literally given a lot of positivity. Okay, a lot of positivity. Today, you and me are friends. I told you the first time when we spoke.
Correct.
You and me are friends today. Today, Suren, I'm speaking to Suren. Today, I'm doing a session on Saturday. It's because of COVID. Because there was something which has happened and people have thought we should do something different. I think it has happened.
Correct.
Right?
Sir.
So my point is, today, let me tell, today I've completed 40th session in my 4 months, Sushant. It is not a joke. So my point is, if at all I could have been into organization, gone to companies, I don't think today I could have been in a recruitment, right? Because today is Saturday. I could have had a fun in my office interviewing people. But today that has not happened. So my point is, if you're not serious, companies will wipe you out.
Absolutely. Right.
And the first line you said, sir, there is no substitute of hard work. And there is no substitute of hard work. So it is correlatedly, there is no substitute of hard work. Secondly, obviously, if you perform, then you will retain it in any organization.
Absolutely.
Mr. Sumit has asked, Sumit Bose, he's from ACS Consultant, sir. Are employee exit interviews questions actually important? While negative feedback can be hard to take, will it give a negative impact on the reference check as well?
Again, it depends on the candidate to candidate, sir, or who ask this question. Sumit. Yeah, Sumit. It depends on the person you're sitting with. It depends on the company you're working for. It again depends on the individual you are as such, right? If somebody talks to you in the exit interview and say, today is the last working day, and you need to shut down everything and you need to go, I think it's better not to use any negative language or negative stuff, because the person who's sitting in front of you has not made the decision, right? The management has made the decision. So it is no more getting against him or talking against him or telling the HR that you have gotten to the situation. No. My point is very simple. Yes, he is another person who has gotten to the job to do the dirty job of laying you off from the company. I think it's better to take it positive and come out positive with the clean sheet. Okay, as an organization, as an individual, that is far more better. What if the company has back to form and they immediately calling all the 200, 300 people they have laid off and say, we are sorry, we are apologies, can you join us back? What that happens? And if you're talking negative and foul language there, they will immediately say, no, this is not the right attitude of the person we're looking at. This person has literally blasted us while going. I don't think so. We should hire that person. So make that advantage on you. So be very friendly. Take that. Yes, take that. Yes, things have happened. Let me go out. I will get a good job. Or if you're not getting a good job with 1 or 2 months, if the same company is going to call you, just think your last exit interview. It is going to be an advantage or it is going to be a disadvantage.
Sure. True.
So answer to your question.
Thank you, Joshua. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I hope everyone completed. Right, Sushant? There is no question right now.
No.
Yeah, can I speak? This is Purnima here.
Yes, Purnima, please.
Yeah, hi. Hello, everyone. Hi, Joshua, sir. It was indeed a very wonderful session and a very, very, very interesting session. Basically, you've covered all the points that you actually mean to say about the sales strategy and the recruitment strategy. One quick question that in case if the companies really want to have a cost optimization, how would you actually, take in online tests and innovation and such strategies to attract hiring or attract talent?
Okay. I gave the last example. Is the answer to this question, Purnima.
Okay.
Because the company which I work, they will not even give 1% more than what we speak for. So that is the reason I went ahead with a 200 rupees bouquet for attracting 10 people. I just spent only 2,000 rupees, just 2,000 bucks. Okay. So think in that aspect. How a small thing. Okay. For example, I'll tell you another thing. When we did, we called it as metamorphism in Cognizant, where we call all the offered candidates, because Cognizant metamorphism. Okay, in Cognizant, the cricket team is called as Cricknisant. Okay, so in Hexaware, we call it as the university, where learning and development is called Hexaware City. So every company has their own nomenclature. So I just gave an example. Okay, nothing to worry on that. So my point is, work on whatever you can with a small strategy, with a small movement, with a small individual idea. Get a go ahead with your team and then start working on it. Okay, it will definitely work out. Even though cost cutting is there, even though when I spoke about metamorphism, let me tell you that we gave just a 500 rupees. What is that? In that days, we were talking about war points. We were talking about the Myntra shoppers. Small thing. Don't think we are giving some money to attract people. No, it is just a love given to them, stating that yes, you are also important. Okay. You can also don't do that, Purnima. Just call them to a small, or 2 people or 3 people. Just call them to a small tea shop. I'm not even talking about Starbucks. Okay. I'm just talking them. Just talk to them. Just understand them as a person. Engage them. This is more than enough. Let me tell you, the human momentum in today's digital world, in today's virtual world, we are missing a lot of stuff.
Absolutely.
Okay, with our peers, with our people. We think when we take our phone call and keep that is done. At least do 1 week a video call with your candidate, with your subordinates, with your boss. Let me tell you, that will make a lot of differentiator. Cost cutting, leave it, Purnima. Cost cutting is always there in any company. My point is, think slightly different.
Yes.
Whatever you can.
That is how you showcase your culture. That is what you mean to say?
Exactly.
Okay.
You work for a $50 billion company. You work for Amazon. Okay, they can throw you money. I'm not denying the fact, but small thing makes a difference. I have my friends in Amazon. They say, because day and day out we talk, we meet in a lot of places, so social gathering. We say small things makes a bigger difference.
Yeah.
People don't join for the brand. Let me tell you again. People join for the human connect. People join for a differentiator. People join for the connect and the engagement you do. Let me tell you very clear.
Yeah.
If he joins your company for money, let me tell you, you will not stay with your company for 1 year. You will continuously look out. Okay, let me get another 15 lakhs in another company, and you'll jump and go. You need not pay him. If you sell your company, if you tell the DNA, you need not pay him a retention bonus. Your ideas and your thoughts is a retention bonus for him. It's a joining bonus for him. Okay, Purnima?
Yeah, thank you so much, sir, for addressing this question. And
No
the session was completely wonderful, and it was really insightful. Thank you so much, Joshua, sir.
Thank you, Purnima. Thank you so much.
So, Sushant, हम लोग समाप्त करें, right?
I hope we'll
Everyone is, 1:30 is there, right?
Yeah,
1:35 is done. So
Yeah,
thank you so much, Mr. Joshua, for sharing the
Thank you.
meaningful inputs to be used by the professional student to be taken care of. And thank you everyone who is participating here. We appreciate your being here. We will be see you in another session, upcoming session, conducted by Mr. Kohli,
Girish Kohli.
Mr. Girish Kohli, right? Thank you so much, Mr. Joshua. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
coming.
Thank you.
Thank you for your valuable time, sir. Thank you very
Thank you
much.
Thank you so much. Take care. Thank you so much. Have a
Thank you.
fantastic weekend. Take care.
Thank
Bye.
you, everyone. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.